Hello guys, I hope you like my intro. As a person that ever used DSLR camera and Adobe Premiere Pro, so please comment and subscribe how I can improve my video. So, what brings me here is that I made... Oops. Well, what brings me here is that I made this electric longboard. And basically it's injected with steroids and adrenaline. It's that powerful and fun. It got me speeds going up to 30 miles per hour and a range of 16. But when I tried to go 30, my first ever attempt, I just fell off and died. This board is amazing to me. As you can tell, it's got a lot of use from grubby grip tape. This board is able to pull 3 other people at quite a high speed. But in the end, it did melt one of the pulleys. This wasn't good. And I've done a lot of research thanks to the esk8 forum. I'll put a link in the description. This forum is so helpful. I couldn't have done it without them. I didn't make many mistakes like using laptop batteries and etc, etc. But I'll also say in the video too, so you don't make the same mistakes. Probably wouldn't change much. It goes further enough, it goes fast enough, and it's pretty strong. Sometimes the receiver cuts out a bit in busy areas, and I live under a pylon, this doesn't really help. But let's get the montage of making the deck.
Before we go into the build montage, let's talk about materials because we can't build a board without the materials. First insert a motor. I chose the 6374 motor because it's the biggest one Hobby King has to offer. But you can get away with much smaller motors, but they overheat more easily. I also chose 192 kV, which is a hot spot between speed and torque. Because I want to go to college with this board, and I live in quite a hilly area, so this motor is perfect. And now the motor mount. This motor mount, you can't go wrong with it, it's nice and cheap and very sturdy. It also has some XT90 connectors. These connectors are perfect for the switch, the loop key switch, which saves around £30. These connectors are for the charger. You want to buy black and red 12 volt wire, and they're 4mm connectors. These connectors are for the motor, some heat shrink to protect your connections. The desk is basically the brains behind the whole electric longboard. This controls the motor, stops the motor overheating, stops the batteries over discharging, and etc, etc. The BMS is a battery management system. I think it's that, and it protects the batteries. The belt successfully drives the wheels from the motor. This is a must. You need insulation paper, /fish paper. This is crucial, and you must buy the rectangle one and the disc one, because if the lithium battery is short, it'll cause a fire which you'll not be able to put out. You just have to run away basically. So you have to buy these things. Please buy fish paper. You can buy any remote really, any electric longboard remote. The batteries, this is the crucial step as well, only buy from Encon, because these batteries sell genuine batteries and their quality. Don't buy second hand, don't buy laptop batteries, they will not work. This wheel, you must buy this wheel as well, because the gears will only fit this wheel. The pine board, I want to use popular wood for my board, but sadly the timber shop was closed. So I brought a board of pine from Homebase. Now for the connectors for batteries, you can buy my 3D printed battery connections or print your own. This saves spot welding, but I did spot welding at the end because it saves space and is more compact. I sadly haven't got too much footage of this step, which is in a way good because I want you to check the esk8 forum, because this is by far the most dangerous bit of this step. You can use the spot welder. This is expensive, but you get a super compact battery, or you can use my 3D printed containers. I'll post this on eBay. This will reduce the risk of shortages and allow better cooling of the pack, and also solderless, this is safer. We're going to make a tennis 3P battery. The 3P means 3 pairs basically, and 10 means series. So you have 3 pairs in the 10 series, which means we're using 30 batteries, and when you pair up a battery, it increases the ampage, which then increases the range. So let's start with pairing the batteries. Put insulation paper on a positive side of the battery. The positive also covers the side, so put some there too, otherwise fire will happen. This is very important, fires will happen. Okay, we're now ready to do a BMS cables. There should be 11 cables here, and the black one is a negative. That goes on the first negative of the battery, and all the red ones go on the positives, and they have to go in the right order to help balance the charge. And once you solder them on, put a bit of hot glue over it to keep it in, because if all the vibrations are riding, you don't want the solders to come out and then your battery won't work as well. You can always refer to the diagram for extra help, because this is quite important to get it right, because fires can happen. And before you make any battery pack, please read the esk8 forum for advice and tips. For the trucks I brought, I had to file a bit away to make the motor mount fit. Just tighten the Allen keys to the motor mount and make sure it's aligned for efficiency. Okay, now you made a battery pack. You want to test your battery pack voltage with a voltmeter after it's fully charged. It should be 42 volts. If it's not, it means one of your connections will probably be loose. When you're connected to your BMS, the instructions are quite easy to do it really, quite basic. Then for the switch, you're going to create a loop key. And all loop key is really is just 2 bits of wire soldered onto both terminals of a loop key. So when you plug it in, it creates a full circuit. This is both the negative wires. Then this is the VESC. You configure your VESC on a computer. The motor configuration tool does it all for you, so you don't need to worry about any of the numbers. Just do what the VESC tells you to do, and your longboard will work forever. Until you need to charge it again, obviously. The receiver, it plugs into this lead, and it comes with perfectly good instructions for doing it. It's very simple, you'll be able to do it and bind it very easily. And then with the cables, these 3 cables plug into the motor. Just make sure the middle cable plugs into the middle cable of the VESC. Otherwise, it might not work. But if your longboard goes backwards, it means you've got 2 outside wires running around, and if it goes the right way, don't bother changing it.